One punch. After 2 years of being someone's punching bag, 2 years of coming home crying, it took exactly one hit for him to never touch me again. But this story isn't really about that punch. Let me take you back. So, fourth grade. I switched to a new school closer to home so I could walk there myself. New class, new faces. About 2 weeks in, two boys joined the class. Good friends, the two of them. And within days, my whole life at that school changed. One of them started slapping me around, and me? I was the good kid. I didn't hit back. I did what you're supposed to do, I told the teacher, every single time. And every single time she ignored it. So it just kept happening, more and more. Then it got worse. During class, he'd scribble all over my notebook, slam it shut while I was writing. During breaks, the kicking started. And by fifth grade, he'd grab me and knee me in the stomach. I came home crying more times than I can count, even on days that were supposed to be happy, like getting our report cards at the end of the year. He'd beat me, and I'd walk home in tears. After enough of this and enough useless talks with the teacher, my mom and dad called his parents and told them, "We told our son to throw a chair at him next time he touches him." Obviously, I was never going to do that, even though my parents were literally begging me to hit back hard, just once. But from that point, I did start resisting. It didn't really help. And here's the thing, I wasn't weak for my size. I did gymnastics. I was just small. He stood a full head taller than me. So even when I fought back, it barely mattered. And honestly, I was always scared of hurting him too much. That's just who I was. Then one day, middle of sixth grade, recess, all the boys playing soccer, and yes, I was one of the kids who got picked last, of course. And he saw that game as one more chance to get his hits in. Knees, slaps, same as always. But when that game ended, something in me snapped. I decided to give it all back, at once. I ran at him, and I hit him in the head as hard as I possibly could, and I shouted, "That's me hitting you back!" And after that day, he never touched me again. Not once, all the way to the end of elementary school. And then our paths split forever. But there's one more chapter. Sixth grade, the graduation party rehearsal. Two other kids made a little game out of me. Every time they passed behind my seat, they'd smack me on the head. So backstage, I told one of them to stop, and that if he didn't, I'd hit him back. That took real courage because this time the size difference was huge. And then the bigger one grabbed me and choked me right there backstage. A teacher happened to walk past and made him stop. Pure luck. After that, I felt small all over again. The kid everyone gets to slap. I didn't even want to go to my own graduation party. In the end, I went, and I cried through most of that day. But underneath it all, I felt one thing louder than everything else. Relief. It was over. I would never see those kids again. So what's my message from all of this? Two things. First, don't walk into a war you know you're going to lose just to feed your ego. Physical, political, financial, doesn't matter. Most of the time, you'll only hurt yourself. And second, and I'm very careful saying this one, learn when to stand your ground. Some people only understand force. The best way to deal with them is simply to stay far away. But sometimes, the only way to prevent the violence of tomorrow is to answer it today. That is an extreme last resort, one I'd only ever reach for if there was real danger to me or my family. And yeah, it sucks that the world works this way. So try to solve your problems with words, with maturity. That's what I'll always reach for first. But remember that there are bad people out there, and they won't always need a reason. This one wasn't easy to tell, but if it helps even one kid or one parent, it was worth it. If this story meant something to you, a like genuinely helps it reach more people, and you can subscribe for more stories from my life. And tell me in the comments, were you ever in that situation, and what did you do? Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.